Attract her without saying a word. Did you know that you can make or break your approach even before you've opened your mouth? That's right. Women can pick up non-verbal cues which subconsciously tell her if you're worth her time or not. In fact, experts claim that almost everything we really communicate is not through your mouth, but with what your body says. So this means that body language plays a huge role in getting women to like you. Once you get a good grasp of the basics, you'll put yourself ahead of the curve by leaps and bounds. Number 1. Don't project nervous energy. The first thing you can do to improve your body language is by observing the way other people move, and men specifically. If you see someone who looks the type who's attractive to women, ask yourself, what is it with this guy that tells everyone he's brimming with self-confidence? If he seems like the opposite, why do you think he isn't likely to have an easy time approaching women? Zero in on the telltale signs. Does he make quick, jerky movements? Is he unknowingly ramming his straw into his drink as he's talking to a girl? Does he slouch and are his feet too close apart? These are the indicators that he reeks of nervous energy. Just think that if you do the same thing, you're going to blow the game before you've even introduced yourself to a woman. Basically speaking, women don't like guys who make them feel uneasy, and the way you move determines that. By learning how to look for the do's and don'ts in other guys, you can get a good idea of how you stack up. From here you'll be able to figure out which body language habits you need to ditch, or cultivate. Number 2. Own your space. One of the major signs of confident body language is giving the appearance of being totally relaxed in your environment. This starts with your personal space. Think of it as taking ownership of your territory. The better you can project this impression, the more drawn women will be to you. To start with, try leaning back a bit while sitting down to tell people you're comfortable where you are. Spread out to the point where it's clear that you're not wound up with insecurity, but too much that it looks like you're going to slide off your seat. If you're standing up, keep your feet just far apart enough so that you're totally at ease with yourself. Act like nothing in the world can crack your calm, collected shell. Yes, I said act. You might not be used to this kind of body language just yet, but the initial discomfort will go away soon enough. In time, project confidence this way will be as natural as breathing to you. Number 3, take the plunge. The most important part of nonverbal communication is going into unknown territory, making physical contact with a woman. But it's really not that tricky once you know how to play your cards right. First off, don't overdo it by getting too comfortable with her right away, because chances are you'll get flat out rejected. The best way to do it is gradually. Taking baby steps is great in escalating things and makes it easier to set the stage for better things later on. Be subtle. Don't be afraid to casually touch her occasionally in neutral ways, such as briefly putting your hand on hers while talking, or a tap on the shoulder if you're meeting up with her somewhere. Make it like an afterthought so it doesn't seem like a big deal to you. This way, you'll get her used to the idea of making casual contact with you and recalibrate her level of comfort towards your presence. So try to find small ways to offhandedly bump into her, or even do it in a funny, non-threatening way if you're in a situation where you're joking around. Just remember to avoid any intimate areas. If you feel that she's not quite ready for that level of contact just yet, that is, she pulls away or flinches, then start by touching her belongings, like maybe her mobile device or bracelet if the context is right. In the end, the only way for you to become a master of nonverbal communication is by applying these steps in the real world. The more practice you have, the more natural you'll be at using these powerful attraction triggers in the woman's mind. It takes a bit of getting used to, but just being aware of the sheer volume of what you communicate in this way will really help you play it by ear with a girl and attract her with your body language. Remember, the switches are there. It's just a matter of not relying on words alone to flip them. Thank you. If you would like any further advice, click the link below.